Hey, what's up, dudes? Today I'm gonna do probably a three-part video. Gonna review a couple gold sticks. Let me know, let you guys know what the good parts, the bad parts, age group that I think it's probably most appropriate for. Um, it was partially a request from somebody, so hopefully you guys like it. And remember, these are only my opinions, so don't hate on the video because I'm liable to just hate right back. So, um, first up, I'm going to start with Stx Gold Monster. This one's really old. It's actually my very first goalie stick. Ignore the string job. It's about just as old as the head. Just never really used it because I got a brand new stick that year and decided to use that. What I like about this is that the scoop is very flat, pretty flat across. If you take a look here, which does help younger goalies. Help them with ground balls, and if they stop the ball low, they can rake it easily into their stick. And the triangular shape to the head itself kind of creates almost a fail-proof like way to make a channel into a head. This one, on the other hand, has been sitting in my closet, so the pocket kind of flattened out. It looks like crap. So ignore that again. But also, a good thing about this head for a young goalie is that it's not an open sidewall. Well, sort of. It's got the ports here just to reduce weight slightly, because a solid piece of plastic like this would weigh a ton. So basically, I would say this is great for a beginner goalie, because, as you know, like young goalies, their hand-eye coordination probably isn't where, say, like a college or professional guy is, obviously, because they've been playing longer. But a lot of the time, a weakness of these newer heads that are coming out, the open sidewalls, is that there isn't as much support for stopping the shots. And if you're a beginning goalie, you tend to actually stop a lot of the balls, not only off your body, but if you stop it with your stick, you stop it off that sidewall. And a lot of the time, these break on an open sidewalled head. So for a young goalie, a good stiff, really not too flexible goalie head is going to work out for him. Like this, STX went ahead and made another support beam right here, basically. Yeah, that right down here. That's actually a dent from where I stopped a ball. It took the dye job right off of it, and if you look closely here, there's a couple dents actually in the plastic of the head from getting checked and stuff. But yeah, this head, it was good to me for a few years in my early career. But I would definitely recommend this for a beginner to novice, I should say, maybe. Novice, beginner, maybe 1 to 2 years experience. So that's the Stx Gold Monster. Now on to another head by STX. This one's probably the most popular head. And yes, that's my computer chair again. I know another video somebody thought I farted. But anyway, Stx Gold Monster, or Stx Eclipse. Probably one of the most popular heads in the game right now. Not necessarily talking about string jobs today, but yeah, you can tell I had an accident at work. So this one, a lot more open sidewall, which reduces weight drastically. It's got a number of holes up here that are purely just for reducing weight. The heads, it can flex a little bit. Another difference you see between this and the Gold Master is that there is no added support beam. Basically, that's what all this crisscross pattern in here is, to support the top beam and the lower beam. But what I've noticed with this head, which is why I don't really use it much, is I've broken a few of them. I mean, it's a great head, really lightweight, but I just tend to break a lot of them. Either from a shot, checking somebody else's stick kind of clear. A number of different things cause it, but cold weather even. I live in New York, so basically this one I would say is more for the high school, more experienced guy. Even middle schoolers, I guess, would probably be able to use this. But otherwise, yeah, it's a great head, great value. One of my customers recently just sent me 2 of them to string for him. I'm just waiting on a couple pieces of 20 diamond mesh for it. So once I get that, it's probably coming today or tomorrow. I'm off both days from my job, so I'll be able to get right on that for you. But as I said, this head real super lightweight. The likes of it, are countless. You can ask just about any goalie in the game right now; they freaking love the thing. So next up, my Nemesis. This head I started using in college. I first looked at it in the store, thought it was a little bit heavy for me, didn't know if I'd like it. But with the most important thing with picking your goal stick, you got to pick what works for you, not just pick one up and go, I don't really like the weight. You can get a heavier head and match it up with a ridiculously light shaft, therefore evening out a little bit. You might have a heavy stick, but when all the weight's right here, when you're holding the stick, the shaft weighs technically nothing, and you have basically only the head weight to worry about. So that's why I like this. I started using it in college. I like how the lower rails kind of taper inward, which basically creates a simple way to make an amazing channel. So the only bad part about it, the sidewall is really, really open, but Warrior thought of that when they were creating this head because the plastic is thicker, and that's what adds a lot of the weight. And yes, I'd be lying if I said that I haven't broken one of these lower sidewalls, but that was one time in probably the 5, 6 years, 7 maybe, that I've been using it. So I say that might have been a manufacturing flaw. I don't fault the company at all for it. It's just my play. I happen to stop one off the wall. But that is kind of a downward, something that a lot of people might not like, is that these lower sidewalls are exposed. Which is also why I wouldn't recommend it for a younger player. Like I said, I didn't start using that head until I got into college. So it is a little heavier, which is another fault for maybe not wanting a younger player to use it. But they also created the Nemi Light, which I haven't tried yet. So once I get a few more of these heads, maybe start doing a little more reviewers of it. But today is for the goalies, because I had a request. Somebody wanted to see. So like I said, also with a lot of these heads, you might think, oh god, this freaking thing's heavy. I don't want to use it. You got to match the head to the shaft. If you find the right head shaft combo, any stick is going to be like your dream. Like my Nemesis, I found that the Warrior Levitation Titanium, which is rare in goalie length, but since I was in college, I got hooked up, and you know, I've loved that combo. My Stx Eclipse is on a super old school shaft. I got this thing when I was in 10th grade, so I'm 28 now. So that tells you anything? It is a De Beer ProFlex. It's a C405 shaft. It used to be almost more of a purple, closer to dark color. Now, because of so many years of use, a lot of the paint's wearing off, and it's a gunmetal color now, almost titanium. But yeah, like I said, real light head for the Eclipse, semi-heavier shaft, balances out the weight, feels exactly the same as my Nemesis. So you got to kind of play around with combos. You know, your parents are going to wonder why you're always wanting to go to the lacrosse store and sit there for like 3 hours before you figure out what you want. Just tell them. Mad Laxer told me. No, actually, I don't want all the hate mail from parents. So, hopefully, you guys liked my review. I know I said it was originally part 1, but I didn't know how long I could do this whole video. So, just forget the part 1 part and this is my goalie stick review. If there's any others you want me to review, maybe if I string up like a Gate Sentinel or something like that. I've heard those are really heavy, kind of boxy, and you know, but you know, depending on your game, you may like them. But I can't honestly give a full-blown review because I've never used one. So hopefully you like the review. Comment, rate, do what you do. Tell your buddies. Find me on Facebook, Madlax Strings. I believe I'm approaching the 100 subscriber mark on that. So, and my YouTube is approaching the 200 subscriber mark. So I got to get a couple giveaways together, maybe. Make sure you click those ads because I do tend to get money from that, and that's going to help your giveaways be even better. So, since nobody's really clicking, I haven't been able to do one. So just click away, be happy. I don't mean just click that little box over this side. You know, don't just click that X that says "see ya" to the ad. You actually have to click the ad, and then when the window pops up, wait for it to load, and then click off, because that way it counts it towards clicking. I don't care if you actually read it or not, just whatever. Okay? But this video is getting a little long, so I'll let you guys check it out later, because I'm sure a lot of you guys are still in school. So, talk to you guys later. Bye.